Once upon a time, in a distant town lived a beautiful girl, Marina, who had the sun in her hair, moonlight in her eyes, and lips red as blood. She lived well as the gods allow humans to live. She faced her troubles and worries with a smile more beautiful than the most precious jewel. During the time our story takes place, Marina had an extra reason to be happy. Her heart belonged to a young man who loved her just as much. Their love was a ticket to freedom, redemption, and rebirth. For the first time, she felt her being flooded with thousands of new emotions. The snow was melting on the mountains and the earth was dressed in its festive attire. Thousands of scents and colors composed a magical landscape of unspeakable beauty that is allowed to exist only once. That was when it was spring. When autumn came again, the bare branches of the trees sang mournfully for the blue sky that would soon disappear, replaced by grey. The earth once again lovingly welcomed the first raindrops, thanking the Creator for the life he had sown on it. The migratory birds set their date for the following year, although they knew well that the older ones would not return, while some new ones would come to take their place. Our town would continue to move to its own rhythm, forging desire and expectation for a better tomorrow on the anvil of boredom, indifference, fear, and misfortune. You see, everyone dreams of something better, but who has the courage to fight for it? One night the wind picked up. Soon the clouds began to gather. Thick drops of rain became one with the earth, whipping both the living and the people. In Marina's house, peace and the certainty of the simple and true reigned. Suddenly there was a knock, and then another, louder, on the door. Who could it be? The one I am expecting has long since arrived, thought the beautiful girl. She approached the door, hesitated for a few seconds, and then pulled the latch. She cautiously opened the door and almost cried out. A pale boy stood before her. His eyes burned like embers, a distant traveler, exhausted by hardship and storm, tall as a cypress, with a warm and expressive face, though frozen by the cold. "Forgive me, lady, for troubling you at this hour. I am passing through your land, and the storm found me on the road. I know no one here. Please, tell me where I can find a corner to rest a little, for I am weary. I come from afar and go even further." Marina's gaze softened. "Come inside, stranger. Welcome to my home." The young man pierced her with his gaze. She was as beautiful as an August moon, and her voice sounded like the song of a goldfinch in a heavenly garden. "Blessed is the fate that sent you my way. My name is Angel. They call me Marina," she replied warmly. "I'll get you some dry clothes. You're soaked to the bone, and I'll prepare something quick for you to eat." Angel couldn't remember ever feeling such peace and sweetness in his soul. His whole life he had been searching in the fog of his anxiety for her, the one and only. So much loneliness, so many rushed decisions, so many mistakes. Now he trembled to ask, was this fairy truly before him, or was it just another mistake, another illusion? The night passed quietly. Exhausted by fatigue, he soon fell into a deep sleep. Yet every so often a wrinkle of worry would appear, like an unexpected wave disturbing his sleeping eyelids. Days passed since then. Angel had settled well in the town, and time passed as the wind passes over a field of wheat. But one concern tormented him: Marina. He had loved her before even seeing her. His life seemed hollow and sunless without her. One day he made up his mind. He would go and speak to her, ask her to be his. Suddenly he felt the blood run warm in his veins. Joy blossomed within him. Armed with courtesy and courage, he set off for her house. It didn't take long to arrive. He was about to knock when he heard the voice of another man coming from inside. "Marina, breath of my soul, when I'm with you, there is no place or time." Those words struck Angel like lightning. Marina's response was the final blow. "I love you, king of my heart." Angel turned away and quickly left. A little later, the sunset found him battling the waves in the vast sea of his sorrow, while loneliness, his faithful mistress, called him once again to lie down together. He hastily gathered his things and left. No one ever heard from him again. Marina felt sad when she heard he had left. She couldn't understand why. I treated him like a true friend. Why did he disappear? She thought about it, but found no answer. Soon, however, she forgot him. It didn't matter after all. She was in love. and everything else was small and insignificant, like grains of sand, like ants crushed under the foot of a human. Our town once again continued to move to its own rhythm, forging desire and expectation for a better tomorrow on the anvil of boredom, indifference, fear and misfortune. You see, everyone dreams of something better, but who has the courage to fight for it? I am Vibra, beat. There are no answers when the questions are wrong. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe.